tornado with a red on. Shaking this drop, I ain't popping. Hockey you down with binoculars. Call out my phone and I'm blocking you. Got two girls in the cut, and I don't know what to do. I fell in love with you. Two girls in the cut, which one to choose? I fell in love with you. Fell in love with you. I got two girls in the cut, I don't know who to choose. I fell in love with you. I fell in love with you.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Bringing is out there with Jordan. Then there's Demon. Then it's Curry. And it's Miller in at the small forward. And for Miami, we've got Dominique Wilkins. Kevin Love out there with Howard. Then it's Nash, and it's Moody in at the two-guard spot. Here we are over halfway through the season right now, Stan, and these teams have certainly come a long way to this point.
Well, Kevin, every season is a journey, and you have to applaud the work ethic of these guys to keep competing even as the wear and tear of the season adds up.
Now here's Wilkins, coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Pass to Love. Now, here's Howard, clinging, covering. Howard misses. Here's Chicago. Outside Curry. Here's Demon, defended by Nash. Miller, no luck. Now Nash. Howard setting the pick for Nash. That's good from Howard on the assist by Nash.
Yeah, and Howard is a master at setting a hard screen and then rolling fast to the rim. For a guy his size, not many defenders are going to try to get in his way.
Here's Demon. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Nash. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You really can't let someone with Nash's accuracy get that close. I mean, he won't waste those high percentage looks.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Curry passes to Jordan. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Nash dishes to Howard. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. Offline with his 3. Here's Miller, and Miller throws it down hard.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the 2nd overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor. And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Now here's Curry. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
On the high post. Rebounded by Howard.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
Outside Wilkins. Love deciding where to go with it. Pass to Moody. Now, here's Wilkins. Shot clock at 3. Over Miller. Wilkins can't get it to go.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Chicago shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for Chicago. Down 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Greg Oden. He's checked in for the Bulls. Yves Missi comes in for Jordan. One drops. He ties it up.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Nash. Pass to Howard. Wilkins against Miller. 6 to shoot. Wilkins kicks to Nash. And here's Love from the arc. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Demon. Back to Miller. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Wilkins' shot is off.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot. Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Demon, defended by Nash. It's Curry outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Missi, and the layup's good off the glass.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Nash, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. A nice shot by Howard.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Demon. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now here's Curry, trailing by 2. Here's Demon. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Markkanen, he's checked in for Moses Moody.
Team foul. Now in the game.
Here's Demon. Missi with the ball. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Drains the 3 while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
getting aggressive against the foul. Nash sinks that tough make for the and one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside. What you love about Nash, he's a coach on the floor, dictates the pace, always in total command of his team. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And Oden sends it back.
And he's a lockdown defender. You love seeing the rookie Oden using that length there to turn back the shot.
They double him with Love. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Oden passes to Miller. Clock at 6. Here's Misi. He's guarded by Love. Goes up at the stripe. A shot by Misi, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
On the wing, Markkanen. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, look, you know Markkanen has this kind of range. That defense has got to get out on him.
Bulls trail by 5. Pass to Misi. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Curry. Down low. Denver. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Curry against Wilkins. To the paint. Here's Lively. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Heat lead by 4.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here. Group in for the Heat. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Jarek Lively. Marshall comes in for Kevin Love. Brendan Boston's checked in for Wilkins. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Nash. Richard defended by Boston. From deep, Richardson. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And here's Marshall will bring it up for the Heat. 4-point game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, Alexander Walker. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Howard's shot is good.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And so it's Miami with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Bulls trail by 6. So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Perkins is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Richardson and Richard. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Robinson, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Beasley's checked in for the Heat.
Number 4, Malik.
The Heat leading by 6. Outside, Markkanen. Beasley with a screen on Perkins. Inside. No good from Beasley. Bulls trail by 6. Richardson kicks to Prince. Back to Richardson. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Richardson, no luck. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Alexander Walker. Howard against Robinson. Howard in the post. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And this is where Howard can be dominant. In close, his physical advantages then can take over.
Outside, Perkins. Pass to Robinson. Now here's Richardson. T right on him. Just 4 to shoot. Robinson misses. The Heat leading by 8. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Beasley. Over Richardson. No good from Beasley. Bulls trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Prince outside. Good on the triple.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Wilkins is checked in for the Heat. Moody comes in for Malik Beasley. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Kicks it out to Richardson. That 3 off the mark. The Heat leading by 5. Outside, Markkanen. The turnaround jumper, and that one comes up a bit short.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Richardson right side. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Heat. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Alexander Walker. Markkanen passes to Wilkins. GA, you hear about 3-level score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Chicago calls timeout. Bulls making a switch here. Now Now here's Richardson, defended by Alexander Walker. Prince outside, just 5 on the clock. Klingon finds Prince, and the dunk by Prince.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of them. Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Prince. Richardson outside. Good, and a nice assist from Prince.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Okay, fans, time to get on your feet and make some noise for your Miami Heat fans.
A different look for Miami. Derek Lively comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Nash in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Chicago also making a switch. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Prince. Now, here's Markkanen. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
Well, he's got such a sweet shot. But at 7 feet, Markkanen can also hurt you down low. An all-around offensive talent.
Here's Jordan. Scoreless thus far.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here's Nash. The lead is 2. Here's Lively. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Heat shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. So it's Chicago now. They trail by 3. Jordan outside. Looks for Miller, gets it to him. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. They get Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, powering through the foul there. Miller showing some serious intensity.
Let's shot.
And it's tied up with that one. Here's Nash. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Moody. And here is Markkanen. Bangs home the trifecta. Markkanen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That high release that Markkanen has is such a weapon for him, especially in a catch-and-shoot situation.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams. And he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court. Now, how about this move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself?
Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Lively. Here's Nash. Lets it go with a 3. Jordan with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing. Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Lively.
Yeah, that's like a quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him.
Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago.
And Kennard's teammates and coaches encourage him to take these quick shots because they know how effective he is.
Now, here's Nash. 9 points in the game so far. Now, here's Moody. Over Kennard. Moody's shot is off. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Kevin?
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And some changes here for the Heat. Howard's checked in for Derek Lively. And it's Kevin Love in for Markkanen. Chicago also making some changes. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Donovan Clingan. Stephen Curry comes in for Luke Kennard. And Demons subbed in for Richardson. Now here's Curry. Hasn't made one yet. To Demon. Oden, a screen on Nash. To the middle. Shot by Oden is no good. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Wilkins kicks to Love. A three-pointer, no good. Chicago leading. Curry on the drive. Good work there as it goes.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Heat have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Love finds Moody. It's a pick by Love. Pass to Howard. Over Oden. That's good from Howard on the assist by Love. Howard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I tell you what, guys, Howard is feeling it tonight. A big game thus far for him offensively.
Outside Curry. Here's Demon. Miller outside. Good. Miller's got the lead back up to 4 now for Chicago.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for Chicago. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll return shortly.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Well, right now for Chicago, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
Now let's take a closer look at that tight first half for the Chicago Bulls.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Kevin Love out there with Howard. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Nash in at the 1 spot. It's the group on the floor for Miami. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Love.
And Jordan doesn't look to score often, but when he does, he goes up strong and attracts the defense.
DeAndre Jordan, 1.
Free throw no good for Jordan.
An incredible 6'11" athlete. DeAndre Jordan tries to own the rim on both ends. It's his airspace when he's out there.
Here's Howard going in with the block. Outside Curry. That's the Demon. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Steph, perfection from the arc.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Now, here's Howard. Clinging, covering. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
What's up?
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
That's the Demon. Jordan, a screen on Nash. Here's Demon, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Here's Demon. 14 points for him. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Curry finds Klingon. His first shot coming late. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Curry on the wing. Defended by Moody. Here's Demon. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Moody's shot is off. Chicago leading by 6. Here's Curry. And Moody pulls it down. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Nash with no one around. And it's good off the back rim and in. Nash has got 13.
And the quickness of Nash's game, just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
It's the Demon. Prince outside, fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Nash. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Wilkins can't get it to go.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Count that one.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
It's Wilkins on the wing. Here's Jordan, and it's Miami with the rebound. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. The offensive rebound. Count the basket. Howard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Demon. He's got 14. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And here is Howard. He's got 19. Nash dishes to Love. Here's Wilkins. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Oden with a screen for Curry. Pass to Oden. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. The Heat trail by 6. Here is Love. Lobbed up there for Howard. It's stolen by Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Love.
And just so crafty on the drive. Curry excels at getting the D to hit him in these situations.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Moody. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And, you know, expectations are so high for Curry every year, but somehow he continues to meet and often exceed them.
Richardson against Nash. Pass to Howard. Shot clock at 5. And Oden sends it back.
Putting that size to great use there. Oden with the block.
Outside Curry. Shoots over Wilkins. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago. To the inside, Howard. The rebound by Oden. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Chicago. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. The layup missed. For Miami, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Pass to Howard. Nash outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really, Howard is so adept at drawing contact, using those bruising shoulders and muscular frame to his advantage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Robinson's checked in for Greg Oden. He hits the second from the line. And Chicago has possession. Curry with it. He's got 14. Down low, Howard with the steal. Wilkins against Richardson. Wilkins passes to Howard. Now Nash. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Howard with a clean look. It's all in by the Bulls.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Now Richardson, 5 points in the game. Pass to Curry, takes the 3. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. The Heat trail by 9. Love outside. Markkanen a screen on Robinson. Outside Wilkins. Inside. Here's Howard. Good, and the nice assist from Wilkins. Howard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Marshall, he's checked in for Miami. Alexander Walker comes in for Wilkins.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. Pass to Demon. Back to Miller. Jacks up a 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. And the Heat making a change here. Williams is checked in. The Heat trail by 7. Alexander Walker passes to Howard. And he drops it in from the low post. Howard's got 24 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Chicago leading by 5. Here's Demon. 14 points for him. Pass to Robinson. And it's the Heat on the break. Williams from outside. They get it again. And that one drops. Markkanen's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he was using that big frame. Markkanen can pile up offensive rebounds.
Here's Demon. 35 seconds left to play in the third.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for the Bulls, Demon. 2.
Free throw good. Demon. Moody's checked in for Williams. And he makes both free throws. The Heat trail by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Howard. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 12 points for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Demon. Defended by Alexander Walker. Top Messi. For the tie. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bulls lead by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. We've got Demon. Miller is out there with Yves Missi. Then it's Robinson, and it's Kennard in at the 2. Robinson with the block. Here's Miller. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Moody finds Alexander Walker. To the middle. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Well, he's known primarily for his shooting, but don't be fooled. Markkanen is more than capable of finishing strong.
Chicago leading. And there's the drive. Pass to Kennard. Miller outside. Shot clock at 6. Wilkins gets the rebound. Wilkins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Markkanen. And here they come. Miller with the ball. Wilkins picks him up.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Lively against Robinson. Lively sends a screen for Markkanen. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Bulls leading by 3. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to Markkanen. Over Missi. It's deflected. Now Kennard. Defended by Alexander Walker.
And you know, Kennard is known for his shooting expertise, but his ability to handle the ball and create for others is very overlooked.
Shooting for Chicago, Luke Kennard. 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Well, look, obviously he wishes he hit every one, but every point counts right now.
Here's Alexander Walker. Richardson covering. Lively a screen on Richardson. Into the lane, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Kevin Love's checked in for Miami.
Number 44, 7.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Richardson outside. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Good on the three-point shot. Kennard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Kennard's percentages from 3 are insane, and he's consistent. He does it every year.
Pass to Markkanen. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Now, here's Richardson. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. Lots of room. And Moody pulls it down.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Wilkins. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Miller.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that. Yeah, they call him the human who highlights him.
The Bulls call timeout.
Let's go, fans. Give it up for your Heat High Squad.
A different look for Miami. Howard comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And it's Nash in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Prince is checked in for Chicago. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. Richardson. And sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Nash. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pass to Prince. And here's Kennard. Over Moody. And the Bulls with another miss.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
The jump hook. Rebound by the Bulls. Oden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Bulls leading by 3. Prince outside. Back to Richardson. Pass to Kennard. Trying to get something going. And he's good on the 3 ball. Kennard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, you could see Love getting ready to tee that one up. He was looking to answer.
The Bulls call timeout.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for your defense.
The Heat making a switch here. Wilkins is checked in. Here's Demon. Jordan with a screen on Nash. To the paint and stolen by Nash. Now here's Moody. Covered by Miller. They set the pick. Here's Moody, covered by Miller, down low. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And you know Howard wants that responsibility offensively, and that time he comes through for his team.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Bulls. They lead by 1. Not that time. It won't go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. Wilkins against Miller. Here's Demon. Now Miller. 5 on the clock. That one is off. Nash against Jordan to take the lead. Another chance. Count it.
And Howard always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
And So Curry will bring it up for Chicago. Here's Jordan. Now Miller. Here's Demon.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low. And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
That free throw good from Wilkins.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Here's Demon, defended by Nash. Curry, and there's the three.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Strong move off the glass.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Demon. The 19-foot shot. Basket is good.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Does not go in. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Now, here's Moody. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Another chance here, and down goes the layup.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Curry outside, puts it up. It falls!
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
The Bulls call timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
Curry fires. The 3 is on. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Lori, an impressive win tonight. What do victories like this tell you about where this team is headed?
It gives us confidence. We showed that if we play well and we play defense down the stretch, we can beat. And we've shown it. We can compete with anybody. We just got to do it for a full game.
Confidence is key down the stretch. Thanks, Lori.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Dwight Howard.